Okay, so you know that feeling you get
Yeah.
when you see like a recommendation online or you hear some buzz
Yeah.
about like an amazing Asian drama, but you don't really want to commit to
Right.
like 20 hours right away?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you just kind of want to know like what's it about? Should I
Exactly.
spend my time
Yeah.
watching this thing?
Yeah, that's exactly what this deep dive is for.
Perfect.
So today we are going to be looking at the drama starring by Jingting and Zhang Ruonan.
Yes, and we're going to be specifically looking at it
Yeah.
through the lens of the YouTube channel World Wonders Drama.
Love that channel.
Yes, they are fantastic and really dissect these Asian dramas
Uh-huh.
and give a lot of great insights. So
Yeah,
if you haven't already, you should definitely check out their channel.
definitely.
But yeah, so our goal today is to kind of give you a highlight reel almost
Yeah.
of this drama using World Wonders Drama's review
Exactly.
and analysis.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of get like the core themes of the show. What are the character dynamics like and
Yeah.
what makes it so engaging?
Yeah, so World Wonders drama it kind of starts off by giving us a really good synopsis.
Okay, perfect.
And they kind of tell us about Wen Yi Fan
Yes.
and how she's going back to her hometown for work.
Right,
And in true drama fashion, she keeps running into her old high school classmate.
right. It's never a coincidence.
Never a coincidence, and this high school classmate is Sengyan.
Classic.
But what's really interesting that World Wonders drama points out
Yeah.
is they kind of have this little dance of pretending not to recognize each other,
Yes.
even though they keep running into each other.
Right,
So it just makes you wonder,
right.
is there something more there? What's their history like?
Yeah, yeah. And so what is the catalyst
Right.
that brings them closer together?
Well, World Wonders drama tells us that Wen Yi Fan is having a really hard time
Okay.
with her neighbor who's harassing her.
Ugh, that's terrible.
Yeah. So she needs to find a new place. And at the same time, Sengyan's apartment catches fire.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So they both kind of need a new place.
Okay.
So this leads to them co-renting an apartment together.
So they're forced into this proximity.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting. Okay.
Which is very common in Asian dramas.
Yeah.
You know, kind of,
Gets it all happen.
yeah, brings all that tension.
Yeah.
So World Wonders drama talks about how at first it's very awkward.
Right.
You know, they have all this high school history. They're trying to navigate this new living situation.
Right.
But eventually they kind of break down those barriers
Okay.
and become a lot closer.
Yeah. And I guess it doesn't hurt that Sang-yeon's super sweet
Uh-huh.
and attentive.
Yeah. World Wonders drama points out how thoughtful he is
Right.
and caring, which really helps Wen Yi Fan feel comfortable enough to pursue him.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it when the woman pursues the guy.
Yeah.
It's very refreshing
It is refreshing.
to see that.
Absolutely.
And does he reciprocate?
Oh, he absolutely does.
Yeah.
Okay, good. World Wonders drama tells us that he actually travels to another city to confess his feelings.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he's really
He is smitten.
smitten.
Okay,
yeah.
he's invested.
Okay.
But then World Wonders drama tells us about this other moment
Okay.
where Wen Yi Fan reveals her true reasons for not applying to the same university as Sengyan.
Interesting. Okay, so this is like a big
Yeah,
confession.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, back in high school,
Uh-huh.
they had planned to go to the same university, but that didn't happen.
Interesting. Okay.
And when he hears her reason, Sengyan's very touched.
Okay.
He makes a promise to protect her.
Oh.
So yeah, you know, it really solidifies their connection.
Yeah, it shows that he really cares.
He really cares.
That's sweet.
And then World Wonders drama tells us about the ending.
Okay. I love a happy ending.
It is a happy ending.
Okay.
They end up moving into a home that Sengyan designed,
Oh.
and they started a really happy life together.
I love it. So they finally like broke down
They,
those barriers and, worked through the
Well,
complication.
absolutely.
Okay.
So now that we've kind of gotten that overview,
Yeah.
let's dive into some of the specifics.
Okay, yeah, let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay, so World Wonders drama starts by highlighting this really poignant separation,
Okay.
and then the reunion that comes later.
Okay.
So we have this very emotional goodbye
Yeah.
on a rainy night.
Of course. Of course, it's always raining.
Always raining, lots of tears.
Right.
But then, life happens.
Yeah.
And World Wonders drama tells us about this news footage incident
Okay.
where Wen Yi Fan is very courageous.
Okay.
She actually steps in to help people.
Wow. Okay.
And this leads to her being recognized and actually getting an opportunity at the TV station.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like a turning point for her career.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And what's really interesting is this also leads to that reunion.
Okay.
So she ends up at this bar called Overtime.
Okay.
And guess who owns it?
Zhang Yan.
Sang Yan. It is.
Of course, it's all connected.
It's all connected.
Right.
So, she has all these mixed emotions and memories resurfacing.
Right, right.
And she's also dealing with this uncomfortable living situation at her apartment.
Right.
That she's sharing.
Yeah, so she's already kind of in a place of upheaval.
Exactly.
When this happens. Okay.
Yeah. And then World Wonders drama takes us to these really escalating encounters.
Okay.
And they start talking about this shared trauma that they both kind of have.
Yeah.
So Wen Yi Fan is actually almost assaulted.
Oh, my gosh.
And luckily, her roommate that she's living with, the fat man, ends up intervening and preventing this from happening.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Thank goodness for him.
Yeah. And so, World Wonders drama points out how much of an impact this has on Wen Yi Fan.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
They actually connected back to her mother's abandonment.
Oh, wow.
So, these past wounds are definitely affecting how she's reacting.
Absolutely.
In the present.
Yeah. So she's probably like very guarded at this point.
Extremely guarded.
Right.
And then World Wonders drama kind of fast forwards to New Year's Eve.
Cool.
And despite everything that's happened, they're still really awkward with each other.
It's like they can't get past that history.
Yeah. They have all this unresolved stuff.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So then World Wonders drama kind of gives us a flashback.
Okay. I love a good flashback.
Yeah, me too.
Take us back.
So they take us back to high school.
Okay.
They tell us that their first meeting was when they were assigned as desk mates.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it?
It's like meant to be.
It is.
Right. Okay.
And then there's another character, Suhan,
Okay.
who actually recognizes Wen Yi Fan
Okay.
as Sang Yan's white moonlight
Oh, so she's had feelings for a while then.
for a while.
Okay.
But even with all this, recognition and history,
Uh-huh.
World Wonders drama points out that in the present, there's still that tension. There's still that lack of communication.
Oh, okay.
So they have this awkward birthday celebration at Overtime.
Oh, no. I know.
It's just like one awkward moment after another.
It is.
Okay.
And then there's this point where Sang Yan actually silently follows Wen Yi Fan.
He's like a little stalker.
I know, right?
Okay.
And they have this uneasy car ride together.
Okay.
And Wen Yi Fan starts having these flashes of memory about Sang Yan's birthday.
So maybe she did have some feelings for him
Maybe she did.
back then. Okay.
Right? Interesting.
Yeah, so then World Wonders drama gets into these acts of protection
Okay.
that kind of signal that, there's something more there.
Uh-huh.
So there's this crazy revenge attack at Wen Yi Fan's apartment.
What?
I know. And Sang Yan comes in like a knight in shining armor.
Oh, my God.
And he fights off the attackers.
That's amazing.
I know. It's very heroic.
Okay.
But even though he, saves her,
Yeah.
he also scolds her
Oh, but like in a caring way.
in a caring way. Like, why didn't you tell me this was happening?
Right, right.
And then she ends up buying him medicine for his injuries.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is.
Okay.
So you can kind of see that there's this care and concern growing.
Right. It's like a give and take.
It is.
Okay.
And then it goes even further. World Wonders drama tells us that Sang Yan actually secretly helps her pack.
Wow. He's like a secret helper.
I know.
Okay.
And he even finds her a new place to live.
Wow. He's like a real estate agent, too.
I know, right?
Okay.
And it's all because he overheard those men talking about attacking her again.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. He's looking out for her.
He is.
Okay.
And then we get into the cohabitation part of this drama.
Okay. So now they're roommates.
Roommates.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
And it starts with a power outage at school.
Okay.
And that's where we hear that white moonlight comment again.
Right, right.
From
All right.
Suhan.
Uh-huh.
And then Wen Yi Fan actually moved in with Wang Linlin
Okay.
for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But then Sang Yan's apartment catches fire.
Again?
Again, I know.
Just seems like a lot of fires.
I know.
Okay.
But yeah, so this leads to them becoming roommates.
They just can't escape each other.
They can't.
Okay.
And at first, World Wonders drama points out that they're very formal with each other.
Okay.
They're like trying to set all these rules.
Right.
Like no nudity in common areas.
Okay.
You need permission for opposite sex visitors.
Right.
It's very funny.
It's like very uptight,
It is.
but also like they probably have to do that
Right.
with all the tension.
Exactly, to kind
Or-
of keep things separate.
Right.
But Sang Yan, very sweetly offers to take the smaller room.
Okay.
But he still wants to pay for the master bedroom.
Oh, that's nice of him.
It is.
Okay.
And so World Wonders drama highlights this moment where they're both having trouble sleeping.
Interesting.
And Seng Yan actually goes back to his old apartment and retrieves his old phone.
Oh, I wonder what's on that phone.
I know, right? And then we start to see all this unspoken worry and jealousy kind of coming out.
Right.
So World Wonders drama reminds us of this moment in high school.
Okay.
Where Seng Yan was really concerned about Wen Yi Fan. So it's not like his feelings just suddenly appeared.
Right. It's been building.
It's been building.
Okay.
And then in the present, there's this awkward situation.
Okay.
Where Wen Yi Fan wakes up in bed with Zhu Yi.
Oh, I know. After a night of drinking.
After a night of drinking.
No.
I know.
Okay.
So they're all confused. Well, they actually go back and check the security footage.
Oh, my God. Okay, so this is intense.
It is.
Okay.
Then Chang Lang comes back, who's their mutual friend.
All right.
And Seng Yan is not happy.
He's jealous.
He's jealous that she has a roommate.
Even though it's a girl.
Yeah, he's not into it.
Okay.
And then there's this other scene where they're trying to decide where to meet. And Seng Yan's very adamant that they meet at overtime.
He's like, come to my bar.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's also very stubborn about the decor.
What kind of decor does he have?
When Yu Fan actually calls it a horror show.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay.
So, outside of all this romantic drama, when Yu Fan's also dealing with workplace harassment.
Oh, no.
I know.
Okay.
And then she has this encounter with her half-sister, which kind of brings up these memories of her father and...
Oh, okay. So she has, like, family issues, too.
Yeah, a lot of baggage.
Oh, man. Okay.
And then Seng Yan gets really worried because she's out late.
Okay.
And she ends up running into Duan Jiaxia.
Okay. I'm sensing a love triangle.
Maybe a love square at this point.
Oh, my God. Okay.
And then during a group gathering, Seng Yan very boldly just joins them.
He's like, I'm here.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to insert myself into this situation.
Okay.
And in the car, he actually makes sure that he's sitting next to Wen Yi Fan.
Oh, so he's making moves.
He's making moves. And then Zhu Yi starts asking all these questions.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like, what's going on with you two?
Oh, he's like stirring the pot.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
And then World Wonders drama points out that Seng Yan has actually been protecting Wen Yi Fan for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Like, he cleared up these rumors about her back in school.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, and he also made the decision to become her roommate.
So it wasn't all just coincidence?
Not just coincidence.
Okay.
He had an ulterior motive.
He's got a plan.
He does.
Okay.
So then we start to see the romantic tension really building.
Yeah.
But there's still all this unresolved stuff from the past.
Right. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Zhang Lang, is being very attentive to Wen Yi Fan.
Okay.
And Seng Yan's getting jealous.
Of course.
Yeah. And then during a Truth or Dare game, Zhang Lang actually admits that he regrets not going to the same university as Wen Yi Fan.
Oh, so now there's like a lot of feelings.
So many feelings.
Flying around.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Seng Yan is really hurt.
Yeah.
When he remembers that Wen Yi Fan said she chose Yuheng University to get away from him.
Ouch. That's harsh.
Yeah. And Wen Yi Fan's being very distant.
Right.
About this whole university choice.
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk about it.
Not at all.
Okay.
So Seng Yan starts staying out late.
Oh.
And Wen Yi Fan feels like they're basically strangers.
Right. It's like that awkward silence.
Yes, in the apartment. Yes.
Okay.
But World Wonders drama points out that even though he's staying out late, he still messages her to make sure she locked the door.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is.
He still cares.
He does.
Okay.
And then they have this cute moment where they watch this meme video together.
Okay.
Of Seng Yan.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we see Seng Yan filling the refrigerator.
Okay, he's such a good roommate.
I know, right?
Okay.
And they have this awkward conversation about splitting the grocery expenses.
It's so uncomfortable when you have to talk about money.
It is. And Seng Yan overhears her saying that they're basically like strangers again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Rough.
It is.
Okay.
And then we see these little moments of care.
Okay.
So Seng Yan follows Wen Yi Fan to the hospital when her mom calls.
Okay.
And he tells her, no matter what happens, I'll be by your side.
Ah, that's so sweet.
It is.
Okay.
And then Wen Yi Fan volunteers for overtime on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Because Seng Yan said he wasn't coming home.
Ah, so she's thinking about him.
She is.
Okay.
And then there's this whole subplot with Zhu Yi.
Okay.
who comes up with this fake girlfriend plan.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's a whole thing.
Okay.
And Zhang Siqiao agrees to go along with it.
Oh, gosh, this is a mess.
It is a mess.
Okay.
So Wen Yi Fan ends up spending New Year's Eve at work.
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
Okay.
But Seng Yan surprises her by showing up with dumplings.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is.
Okay.
But they still, maintain their distance.
Yeah.
They just watch TV quietly.
Yeah.
And World Wonders drama talks about how Sang Yan is thinking about all of Wen Yifan's hardships.
Okay.
And how he was there for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then on New Year's Day,
Okay.
Zhang Siqiao and Xianglang show up.
Of course they do.
And Sang Yan's jealous.
You're like, why are you here?
Yeah. And then there's this funny moment where Wen Yifan forgets the porridge.
The porridge that Sang Yan made.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he punishes her.
Oh, no.
I know.
Okay.
And then we get more flashbacks
Okay.
to high school.
Take us back.
So this time it's the school office incident
Okay.
where Sang Yan defends Wen Yifan.
He's always defending her.
I know, right?
Okay.
And this leads to their parents getting involved.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Wen Yifan's aunt actually suggests that she transfer schools.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's why she maybe had to leave.
Maybe that's why.
Okay.
And then Sang Yan asks Wen Yifan to bring pizza home for his sister, Sang Ye.
Okay.
And Sang Ye immediately recognizes Wen Yifan.
Oh, wow. Okay, she's like, I know who you are.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we hear this funny story about how Sang Yan tricked Wen Yifan into getting ice cream.
Oh, no.
With Sang Zi's help.
Oh, he's so sneaky.
He is.
Okay.
And then during dinner,
Mm-hmm.
Sang Zi asks about Wen Yifan's university plans.
Oh.
And Sang Yan gets angry and leaves.
It's like that topic is just off limits.
It is.
Okay.
And Sang Zi actually tells Sang Yan that he needs to be nicer,
Oh.
like Jiaxu.
Okay.
And then we have a cute moment where they're watching fireworks on the balcony.
No.
And then we go back to the present.
Okay.
And Su Haolen and Zhang Siqiao are visiting Sang Yan's grandparents.
Uh-huh.
And Zhang Siqiao's identity is accidentally revealed.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So awkward.
Very awkward.
Okay.
And then Wen Yifan goes home for the Lantern Festival.
Okay.
And her aunt's like demanding money.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And Wen Yifan stands up for herself.
Okay, good for her.
Yeah. And then Sang Yan sets off fireworks to remind her of the good times.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we see Wen Yifan's mom pressuring her about her dance expenses.
Uh-huh.
And Sang Yan helps her find a rooftop to practice on.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And then Wen Yifan has this nightmare about her aunt and uncle.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she ends up resting her head on Sang Yan's chest
Oh.
while she's sleeping.
Okay, so things are getting a little
Steamy.
steamy.
Yeah.
Great.
And then the next day, they're both really awkward.
Of course.
Of course.
Okay.
And then Wen Yifan talks to her colleagues about this forest dream.
Interesting. Okay. So
Yeah.
what happens next?
So Gang Gang finally tells everyone that the bracelet was for Wen Yifan.
Okay.
So Zhang Siqiao's like, okay, I'm out.
Right.
And then Sang Yan tries to ask Wen Yifan about a hug,
Oh.
but he doesn't really follow through.
No, he's so awkward.
He is.
Okay.
And Duan Jiaxu asks Sang Yan about his visits to Yihei University.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
And then Wen Yifan rejects Xianglang.
Okay.
And she goes out drinking with Zhang Siqiao.
Okay.
And they buy matching bracelets.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and Zhang Siqiao asks if Wen Yifan ever liked Sang Yan.
Oh.
And Wen Yifan silently acknowledges that she did.
Oh, so there's still something there.
There is.
Okay.
And then Sang Yan visits Wen Yifan in Beiyou.
Okay.
And they go on this movie date.
Okay.
But they're interrupted by a homeless exhibitionist.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Okay.
And then Sang Yan starts teasing her about her reaction
Oh.
to this whole situation.
Oh.
And Wen Yifan asks him if he's thinking about moving out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she gives him cold medicine.
Ah.
And they rewatch this horror movie
Okay.
that he was really scared of.
Oh, she's looking after him.
She is.
Okay.
And then Wen Yifan transfers the grocery money to him.
Okay.
And he tells her that he was actually focused on her
Oh.
the last time they tried to watch this movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she realizes that the exhibitionist
Yeah.
was the child actor from the movie.
A small world.
I know, right?
Okay.
So Sang Yan starts going on job interviews.
Okay.
He's all dressed up in a suit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Su Haowen and Zhang Siqiao are having all these interactions with his grandparents.
Okay.
And then Sang Yan gets a job.
Okay, good for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Su Haowen invites them all to dinner.
Okay.
And he talks about how much he admires his grandparents' relationship.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Sang Yan says that first love has a very important place.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then Sang Yan starts making these weekend visits to Beiyu.
Okay.
And he's always subtly checking on Wen Yi Fan.
He still cares?
He does.
Okay.
And then they run into this girl, Qu Yu,
Okay.
who had a crush on Sang Yan in high school.
Okay.
And this triggers a flashback.
Oh, no.
Wen Yi Fan's aunt being really mean to her.
Okay.
Because of a past relationship. And Wen Yi Fan's mom refusing to take her back.
Oh, gosh, that's awful.
It is.
Okay.
So Wen Yi Fan realizes that Sang Yan was the only one who treated her well, even though she hurt him.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Zhang Zikao's like, you need to apologize.
Okay. She needs to make things right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we get into the sleepwalking part.
Okay, this is going to be good.
It is.
Okay.
So Sang Yan's making chicken soup.
Okay.
And he casually mentions sleepwalking.
Okay.
And Wen Yi Fan's like, oh, yeah, I've been sleepwalking since my dad died. And Sang Yan's like, I know.
Oh, he's seen her.
He's seen her.
Okay.
And then he tells her that she's hugged him
Oh, no.
and kissed him.
What?
While sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking.
This is so awkward.
It is.
Okay.
And then he's like, let's reenact it.
Oh, my God.
And they realize that she's way shorter than him.
Okay.
And then he kind of leans down.
Oh.
And she's like, nope, I'm out.
She's like, protect yourself.
Protect yourself. Oh, my gosh.
I know.
Okay.
And then she goes to visit her father's grave.
Okay.
And Zhang Lang leaves Nanwu.
Okay, so let's love triangle now.
Yes.
Okay.
And Wen Yi Fan gets all teary-eyed
Oh.
while thanking Sang Yan for the soup.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
But then she sleepwalks again.
What?
Even though she tried to block the door.
She can't stop herself.
She can't.
Okay.
And she ends up kissing him again.
Oh, my God.
In her sleep.
Oh.
So then the next day, Sang Yan makes this comment about her doing something even more embarrassing.
Oh, no. I wonder what it is.
I know, right?
Okay.
And then new interns arrive at work.
Okay.
Including Mu Chengyan.
Not him again.
I know.
Okay. Expert speaker.